Hello everyone and welcome to this Saturday's preview. This Saturday racing returns to Moonee Valley for the first time in a long time and I can't wait for it. The rail's out 5 metres and being the first meeting back it should play on speed bias, but we'll say we went last week. Another Saturday in the red, which is normal now, but at least we made something. Molly Nickers got up and Big Watch got up for a placing. Also, I tipped Dora Boris in the first in the 2-year-old race. It wasn't in my strategy or anything, but I just thought I'd throw that in there because I tipped it and it won the first race last week at a bit of a price. Twitter and YouTube community on Saturday morning for my full 9-race card selections for the Saturday upcoming meeting in Melbourne, but we'll get straight on with the tips. Race number 3 is the dominant 65 years handicap over the 1600 metres for the 3-year-olds, and I like one here that is not the favourite. Its name is No Drama. This was its last start jump out on the synthetic track. It had its first up run at Flemington down the straight on a Saturday at benchmark 70 level where it started $6.50, so its SP was good, settled out the back and never really came on. It's been given 2 months since that, a big freshen up, gets a few gear changes including the tongue tie on for the first time, 1100 straight up to 1600 metres, aggressive placement by Lindsay Smith. I like it. I reckon this shows real X factor. Draws gate 1, it won its class 1 3 starts ago where it led, so it can take a forward position if it jumps well. I reckon it's real X factor on Saturday and should be doing better than what its price suggests, so I'm happy to be with No Drama in race number 3. Race number 4 is the Leanne Surin handicap over the 2040 metres for the 3-year-olds, and I like the top weight here, Gotta Be Savvy. This was this horse's run last week behind Move for Lex at Caulfield. It had to carry the 60 kilos on this occasion and just came from a position you didn't want to be in. You didn't want to be last in this race. It was very on-speed dominated race and it ran into third, so I thought it was a pretty good effort. This was over the 2400. I like it, dropping back to 2000 on the way back up from gate 5, can settle in a more forward position around the valley where you probably want to be on speed somewhere and is down in weight for Wiremu Pin. Now, this horse clashed with the favourite Torrenzino 2 starts ago. Torrenzino beat it by 0.8 lengths, but Gotta Be Savvy gets a 5 kilo weight swing on that horse heading into this start. And I reckon Torrenzino's a better horse suited around those Caulfield and Flemington tracks, not Moonee Valley, but we'll see what happens. I reckon it's a big horse and it will want big tracks, but I like Gotta Be Savvy. I reckon it's the one to beat in the 4th. Race 5 is the Luna Handcare handicap at benchmark 100 level over the 2040 metres, and I like the favourite here, Flash Flood. Now, there's a lot of dispute as to whether this horse should be favourite, and I'll say why I think it'll win. This horse gets in with the 51.5 kilos first and foremost on Saturday, compared to Milford's second favourite, 60 kilos. That's a big weight swing. Caroline Heffel retains the ride, and she's in really good form at the moment. Draws gate 4, so we'll settle on speed, which is where you want to be at the Valley now. A lot of controversy over whether this horse should be favourite has been debated on based off the distance of 2040 metres. This horse has never seen a trip like this before, so it's obviously got to be some sort of query, but you just got to think, this horse has won 2 in a row, it's in form. Why would Mara and Eustace, the best trainers in Australia, think to themselves, we got this horse in form, we're going to put it at an unsuitable distance and we'll see how it goes. Why would they do that? Why would they think that? I reckon they think, wow, this horse is going places, we've finally got it in form, and we're going to show everyone what it can do over 2,000 metres. That's just my opinion. That's just what I think. That's my philosophy. I'm with Flash Flood. Let's get on the next race. Race number 6 is the Dominant Brand Protection handicap over the 2,500 metres at benchmark 78 level. The first horse I like here is Strawberry Rock. Now, this horse, Wiremu Pin takes the ride, gets in with the 59.5 kilos. This was its win 2 starts ago at Sandown, beating Savvy Valentino in here for a good time. Those horses aren't stars, but it won pretty well. That was benchmark 78 level over 2,400, so faces a similar field here and has a similar weight with Wiremu Pin's claim. Draws gate 14, which I really don't like, but if it can get in a position with cover, maybe in the 3 wide line, it's going to be really hard to beat. has since gone to Randwick in the Stayers Cup behind Outlandos and was only fair, but it started favourite on that occasion. Has been given a 5-week freshen up. Murray and Eustace put the polish on it, so I'm not doubting them, obviously. I like Strawberry Rock as my first horse. The second one is Thorin. Now, this was its win over the 2,000 metres last start at Caulfield at benchmark 78 level, so faces a similar field. Before this, just got beaten at Sandown by Clyde Moore. These two horses are in the same race again, Clyde Moore and Thorin. They both carry similar weight, and they're both probably on trial at the trip, so I think Thorin represents more value out of the two. This win at Caulfield was very good. It is a query at 2,500 metres, I will concede that, but Julius Sandu usually doesn't get it wrong. Draws gate 8 will be in a forward position, which is when you want to be at the Valley on Saturday. Tatum Bull claims the 3, down to 58 kilos. I'm willing to give it a shot at the price. It's that time of the week. It's last man standing. We're going to get straight on with it. Geordie is still first with negative 200. I'm sitting in second. Not too far off him, and Sky High Horse Racing is last at the moment. But we'll get straight on with what Sky High Horse Racing is doing this week. He's going to Eagle Farm, 50 the win on Hot Spring Gold. That'll get him straight into the green. 20 in the win on JKN, 10 the win on Shandon Burge, and a $20 all-up win multi. Chief Altony into Peril. Then we'll get on with what I'm doing. 110 outlay for me this week. I'm going 70 the win on Eccentric Nature in the first race at Morphettville. 20 the win on Stone Coat in race 9 at Rose Hill. And 10 each way on No Drama in race 3 at Moonee Valley. Then Geordie. 125 outlay Geordie's going. And he's going in the first nice and early at Randwick. Shaken in the 2-year-old race. I haven't done the form yet for that race, so I'm not sure if it's a good thing or not. But he likes it, so if it gets over the line, he should be in the green. But we'll get straight on with the last of my tips now. Race 9 is the dominant plant-powered handicap at benchmark 78 level over the 1,200 metres. And the first one I like here is Kaliua Falls. Now, this horse, we're taking a look at its last start. Second, just beating a pimple behind Love and Laughs at Sandown. This was at benchmark 70 level over 1,300. I like this horse dropping back to the 1,200 metres and drawn where it is. It can settle midfield to on speed and get a good run there. Before this was a good winner at Swan Hill coming from the back. I like this horse. I reckon it's starting to hit good form. And I reckon it's going to win, or it's a good chance of winning again on Saturday in the last at the Valley. Dean Yendall, 60 kilos, looks to have a good chance. But the other one I like is a horse by the name of Orange Ears. Now, not everything will set up for it on Saturday, and I don't really think it'll win. But I'd like to have it in here just because of I think it's a good horse in time. It's 3 from 6 in its career. It was just fair first up behind Jackovit at Sandown, which is the replay we're taking a look at, but it's blown the cobwebs out. Second up, I reckon it'll be fitter. Last preparation, it beat Tobay Shaw at Wangaratta. That's a really good horse. Draws gate 11, has a habit of missing the start, which you don't want to do on Saturday. It'll get back, but it'll be charging home. If it can pick them all up, it'll be a miracle, but it should just be running into a nice 5th or 6th. I've got a cold if you couldn't tell, that's why I sound a bit nasally, but hopefully feeling better by next week. Hopefully we can get some winners by next week, and I'll see you all next week.